Hello and welcome to Ageless Rock, a channel where megalithic sites can be seen from another perspective. For this video, I'm going to check out a megalithic site which no one knows what it is. It is unbelievable that this magnificent site has no known history. Maybe you can help to solve the mystery. Let's start with some meaning of the words. Ratu in Malay means queen. Raja in Malay means king. But in Javanese, Ratu can be king or queen. This site is believed to be the palace of King Boko. The problem to fit this king in history is that he is a mythical king in Roro Jonggrang legend. This mysterious site is in the province of special region of Yogyakarta. In 17th century, a Dutch by the name H.J. de Graaf noticed that Europeans who came back from Indonesia talks about a palace called Ratu Boko, who was a king from Bali. However, the credit of rediscovery was given to a Dutch researcher by the name Van Bockholtz in the year 1790. He rediscovered the archaeological ruins on top of Ratu Boko Hill. Coincidentally, Bockholtz sounds like Boko, so don't be surprised some people say it was named after a Dutch researcher. At 196 meters above sea level and facing Mount Merapi to the north, this site is still unclear about its origin. It is called Keraton Ratu Boko because Ratu means king and Keratuan means palace. In following Western mainstream, it is called Keraton Ratu Boko. It simply means King Boko's palace. But Javanese also call this site Candi Ratu Boko just as often because locals still regard this place as temple. Ratu Boko megalithic site in the yellow circle covers a very large area. It is under the jurisdiction of Desa Boko Harjo and Desa Sambirejo. Desa can be compared to a small town in the western world of administrative division, so don't be confused if you try to get there. This archaeological site is a massive 16 hectares in area size. It has ponds, platforms, gapuras, walls, and other things that cannot be explained. No one can actually make sense of what is going on here. Some inscriptions say that the complex became a residential palace of Hindu ruler Rakai Walaing Pu Kumbayoni, a descendant of Sailendra dynasty beginning in the 9th century. So let's start with the Gapura or grand entrance. From the beginning of your adventure, you will know immediately you are stepping into a mysterious megalithic site. The first Gapura has 3 entrances. It is about 12 meters wide and 5 meters tall. The second Gapura has 5 entrances. It is about 18 meters wide and 4.5 meters tall. The stairs and the terraces are made of limestone, but the Gapura itself is made of andesite. These 8 entrances remain an interesting sight, although no one knows what all this polygonal construction is about. To those who believe in Stargate and intergalactic travels, this will instinctively come to mind as a portal. This archaeological site cannot be linked to a tomb, but this palatial Gapura makes this site feels like a palace. So with this gateway-looking structure, this site is believed to be a palace. Between the second and the third terrace, there is a tunnel which is not excavated. Because of this tunnel, archaeologists say it could be a moat. Because there could be a moat, therefore this site could be a palace. Despite such a vast area of land used for this megalithic site, there is literally no place you can find where the king can eat or sleep or go to the washroom. This 8-portal-looking Gapura makes it feel like a palace because it has a majestic palatial appearance. A tunnel which might be a moat adds support to a palace theory. From the entrance, you can see that the gate leads you to an open space. If this is a palace, it is definitely an open concept where the king doesn't believe he has enemies. An unexcavated tunnel, which might be a moat, is all you need to believe it was once probably a palace. I would probably not be wrong to say this was a king's garden where he came here to do jogging to keep fit. Another mysterious monument is a large platform with a square hole in the middle. It is 4 meters by 4 meters. This structure is currently known as crematorium. There are traces of burnt ashes of wood found here. There is no human ash or human bone found here, so to call this a crematorium is misleading. If this is a crematorium, then it will look very odd in terms of design layout because it is north of the main entrance and to the left of the Grand Gapura. I don't think anyone would design a property where the front yard is for burning dead bodies. This megalithic platform cannot be for burning dead people. When a dead body is burned, you need to go down to collect the ash, but there is no stairs for you to go down. If I'm a king, I would probably burn my architect. This structure is very big, measuring 26 meters by 26 meters. I think the design looks more like a yoni from an aerial point of view. You can find yoni linga in Hindu megalithic sites all over Asia. The center of a yoni is for a linga. If a linga is supposed to be there, it would have been a huge linga. Since there is no trace of anything, I would rather think of this as unfinished yoni linga, which is an energy-related purpose. It is more likely than a crematorium for a king to burn dead bodies. Maybe this is an unfinished structure where the center is typically a hole or a tunnel where mainstream would always see it as a tomb. In fact, Ratu Boko A and B inscriptions mention about construction of lingas. So my logic of a yoni linga is probably more accurate than mainstream's narrative of a crematorium. There is another structure next to the yoni linga looking crematorium. For now, it is believed to be a limestone foundation for a building which didn't get done. It is called White Stone Temple. But I have to pause for a moment to guess what this monument is. There isn't any stairs to climb up to, so I think it is meant to be a structure not meant to be used on a regular basis. For now, it is known as White Stone Temple. I can understand why it is called stone. It is made of limestone. I can understand it is called white because it is made of uniquely white limestone. But I cannot understand how this is a temple. Is it because it is not a tomb, therefore it might be a temple? There are plenty of examples at megalithic sites where the yoni is a square with a hole. It comes in the form of raised platform or an altar type. There are no stairs because it is not meant for going up and down on a regular basis. There is a similar structure at Sari Temple. Maybe it is an open concept temple where linga was stolen. I will end here for now and continue in the next presentation because there is a lot to cover for this site. Hope you enjoyed this part 1 of the presentation and see you in part 2. Thank you for watching and have a nice day. Sekian, terima kasih.